It really is because it's like you said, you have to think about it. And when you're climbing one step at a time, you can only stay, it's so physically exerting that you can't think about anything but the present. Like you can't be thinking about the past and you can't be thinking about too much of the future other than where are my reserves right now. But you do have to have 40% to get down the mountain to your car. You need 40%. So it's going to take 60, it's going to take everything you have to get up, but you still have to keep 40% in the tank to get back down. And if you think about that, like that is really powerful when we think about saving 60% for ourselves
Hmm.
and 40% for everybody else.
Hmm.
And we don't do that. That seems bananas. Right now, that seems like crazy to say that. You're like, well, then I'm giving my kids only 40% of me? No, I got to give them, let's take that up to 80. It's like, so you give your kids 80, that means you have 20% left for you. Hmm. Then how are you going to be your best self at 20%? You're never going to be your best self at 20% if you have 80%, or to your life partner, your love, your heart, right? You go, I'm going to give them 90% of me. I'm going to give them all of me. This is a partnership. Wait, you're going to give them 90% of you and it's a partnership? Then they only have to give 10% if it's a partnership, right? They to get to they you're giving 90% of you. What are they giving? And that
Or
really,
what does that 90% of you look like if you're giving, or what does that 10% of you look like if you're giving 90% to other people? I can guarantee that that 10% looks pretty resentful. It is not, doesn't have good listening ears, like I would say at school. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
like they don't, yeah, not they don't have good listening ears. At some point you get frustrated or you just get sad. You keep like, and then you have this voice, and this might be relatable to some of you. I try and I try and I give and I give. You are trying, you are giving, you're giving 90%.
mm-hmm,
And you're leaving this little tiny hole left for you. No wonder you're exhausted at the end of the day. No wonder you're fed up. No wonder you're crying for no reason. You are crying for a reason. You're depleted.
mm-hmm.
You're depleted. And so that was such a powerful tool. And they kept saying that all the way up. They were like, this is so important to us because safety's first. They were like, we're going to keep asking you, where are you at? Where are you at? And I thought, I don't even ask myself where I'm at every day. I don't say to myself, where are we at right now? Are we at 65? If we're dipping below 65, do we need to go into a room by ourselves? Do we need to take a walk? What do we need to do to get back up to 65?
Mm-hmm.
And once you get below 60, you got to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go home.
Mm-hmm.
How many times in our life have we pushed way below 60 and said, that's okay. I'll just keep going. Or somebody's asked us to. They've asked us to push through.
Mm-hmm.
You think about the relationships that were modeled for us growing up as children, whether that is teachers losing control in a classroom, um, coaches, parents, and stuff like that, and watching them. And then we model where they get depleted to, whether that's a teacher losing control in a classroom and just screaming and yelling, um, and getting way below that 60, right? Or thinking about, for me, dance teachers getting way below that 60 and and just losing, or watching my parents fall below and then thinking, oh, that must be what it takes to be loved.
I love you because you have such a beautiful, like, feminine, like emotional uh part of you. And then you also have like this beautiful, like masculine, like logical part of you. And I always wonder which one you're going to bring to the table. Like, will you be in that, when you think of like yin and yang and balancing the emotional and the logical, it's like, ah. And what I'm hearing you say is that when you were climbing Mount Shasta, you were very much in your masculine, your action, your logical mind of, I am really categorizing my energy level into the scalable thing. I'm not listening to anybody else's outside opinion. I am logically fitting my energy into this scalable thing, and I'm listening to myself, and I'm knowing that I'm at this and I need this to get here, and so I'm going to logically make a decision that I'm actually aligned with and okay with, and I'm gonna make that decision to go back down and being absolutely okay with it.
Yeah.
And then
So,
I'm hearing that insight also brought you into, can I use this strategy or this tool in other areas of my life? And what does that look like? And
yeah.
then I hear you saying even further that that brought you into, okay, how much energy am I giving to other people and how much am I keeping for myself? And no wonder I'm reacting in a certain way when I've given all of this energy, but this is that energy that I keep for myself and then I'm reacting. So you're seeing that same pattern of that people pleasing and that self sacrificing where you give and give and give and give, and then it's not necessarily reciprocated. So, reciprocated.
Mhm.
And so then that also builds that resentment. You,
Yeah.